Hello, my friend. I am Selena. Welcome back to your Slow English podcast. I'm really happy you are here today, and I'm proud that you're taking time to learn and grow. My name is your English guide, and in this episode, I will help you do something very important. You will learn how to remember English sentences. Not just read them, not just repeat them, but remember them, feel them, use them in your life. Today, I will speak slowly. I will repeat many ideas, and you will shadow with me. Shadowing means you listen and you speak with me. You repeat after me. You copy the sound. You copy the rhythm, step by step, sentence by sentence. By the end of this episode, you will learn simple techniques to remember English sentences easily. You will practice 20 useful sentences. You will hear 2 short stories, and you will have time for your own reflection. Take a deep breath, relax your shoulders, get ready to learn slowly, softly, and with confidence. Let's begin. Section 1. Why this topic matters. Why do we talk about remembering English sentences? Because when you remember sentences, you speak faster. You speak more naturally. You feel more confident. Maybe you know this problem. You learn a sentence today and you forget it tomorrow. You want to say something, but the words disappear. Your mind becomes quiet, or your mind becomes too busy, and you feel frustrated. Have you ever felt that? Have you ever wanted to speak, but you couldn't find the words? You are not alone. Every language learner feels this. Even native speakers feel this when they learn another language. So why is remembering sentences so important? Because sentences are small tools, and tools help you do things. When you have tools, you can build, you can create, you can express yourself. Sentences help you. Talk about your day, explain your ideas, ask for help, start conversations, and connect with people. When you remember sentences, you don't need to translate. You don't stop and think for a long time, and you don't feel nervous. Instead, you speak with flow. You speak with trust in yourself. You feel, yes, this is in my mind. I know this. I can say this. In this episode, I will show you simple methods to remember sentences. You will learn by hearing, repeating, shadowing, and using sentences in a story. You will also learn how to connect sentences to your own life. Because when a sentence is part of your life, you remember it longer. And don't worry, you don't need perfect grammar. You don't need a perfect accent. You only need patience, slow practice, and small steps. Are you ready? Let's start our first practice. Section 2. First practice phase. Now let's begin our practice. I will give you 20 helpful sentences. These sentences are simple, they are useful, and they are easy to remember with practice. Listen first, then shadow, then repeat. If you make mistakes, it's okay. Mistakes show learning. Mistakes show courage. You are improving. Let's begin. Sentence 1. I learn better when I go slowly. Now you repeat. They feel good. Sentence 2. I remember more when I speak out loud. Now you repeat. Sentence 3. I don't need to be perfect. Now you repeat. Sentence 4. I just need to keep going. Now you repeat. Sentence 5. Small steps help me grow. Now you repeat. Take a breath. Relax your shoulders. You're doing well. Sentence 6. I listen first, then I speak. Now you repeat. Sentence 7. I learn English every day. Now you repeat. Sentence 8. I use English in my real life. Now you repeat. Sentence 9. I try again when I forget. Now you repeat. Sentence 10. I enjoy learning new sentences. Now you repeat. Good job, slow and steady. Let's continue. Sentence 11. This sentence helps me speak better. Now you repeat. Sentence 12. I can remember this. Now you repeat. Sentence 13. I practice with my voice. Now you repeat. Sentence 14. I repeat many times. Now you repeat. Sentence 15. I stay patient with myself. Now you repeat. Take another breath. You are doing great. Sentence 16. I speak slowly and clearly. Now you repeat. Sentence 17. I feel more confident today. Now you repeat. Sentence 18. I learn with calm energy. Now you repeat. Sentence 19. Every sentence is progress. Now you repeat. Sentence 20. I keep going even when it is hard. Now you repeat. Now let's talk about how to remember these sentences. Here are 3 simple techniques. Technique 1, repeat with emotion. Say the sentence with feeling. Say it with calm energy. When you feel the sentence, your memory becomes stronger. Technique 2, connect it to your life. Think of a real moment when you can use this sentence. For example, you can say, I speak slowly and clearly before a meeting or before a phone call. Technique 3, use your voice often. Don't only read, don't only listen. Speak. Speak softly. Speak slowly. Speak every day. Now let's practice again. With a slower rhythm and deeper memory, I will say 5 new sentences. that help your brain remember. Listen, shadow, repeat. Sentence A. When I repeat, I remember. Now you repeat. Sentence B. When I speak, I learn. Now you repeat. Sentence C. When I listen, I understand. Now you repeat. Sentence D. When I relax, I learn faster. Now you repeat. Sentence E. I trust my process. Now you repeat. Good job. Take a small breath, smile a little. You are learning deeply. Now let's move to a short story so your brain can remember sentences in context. Section 3, mini story. My memory morning. Listen to this simple story. You will shadow each line. This story is called My Memory Morning. Let's begin. I wake up early in the morning. Now you repeat. I sit up in my bed. Now you repeat. I take a deep breath. Now you repeat. I say one simple sentence to myself. Now you repeat. I learn better when I go slowly. Now you repeat. I stand up. Now you repeat. I walk to the window. Now you repeat. I open the curtains. Now you repeat. The light is soft. Now you repeat. The morning feels calm. Now you repeat. I say another sentence. Now you repeat. I enjoy learning new sentences. Now you repeat. I go to the kitchen. Now you repeat. I make warm tea. Now you repeat. The steam rises slowly. Now you repeat. I hold my cup in both hands. Now you repeat. I smile a little. Now you repeat. I say a new sentence. Now you repeat. I remember more when I speak out loud. Now you repeat. I sit at the table. Now you repeat. I open my notebook. Now you repeat. I read one English sentence. Now you repeat. I read it again. Now you repeat. I say it softly. Now you repeat. I say it clearly. Now you repeat. I say it with slow rhythm. Now you repeat. I say it with calm energy. Now you repeat. I feel the words in my mouth. Now you repeat. I hear the sound in my ears. Now you repeat. I write the sentence once. Now you repeat. I close my eyes. Now you repeat. I say the sentence from memory. Now you repeat. I feel proud of myself. Now you repeat. I say one more sentence. Now you repeat. Small steps help me grow. Now you repeat. This is my memory morning. Now you repeat. It is simple. Now you repeat. It is slow. Now you repeat. It is peaceful. Now you repeat. And it helps me remember English sentences. Now you repeat. You see, my friend, a story helps your mind connect ideas. A simple routine helps your memory grow stronger. Your brain remembers stories more easily than single words. Now let's continue to another context. Let's move to the afternoon. Section 4. New context. My afternoon practice. Now we go to a new place and a new time, the afternoon. This is a new mini story with more shadowing practice. Listen first, then repeat. Let's begin. In the afternoon, I take a short break. Now you repeat. I close my laptop. Now you repeat. I stretch my arms. Now you repeat. I stand up slowly. Now you repeat. I walk to a quiet corner. Now you repeat. I take 1 minute. For English practice, now you repeat. I say the sentence. I listen first, then I speak. Now you repeat. I breathe in. Now you repeat. I breathe out. Now you repeat. I say another sentence. I practice with my voice. Now you repeat. I think about my morning. Now you repeat. I think about the sentences I learned. Now you repeat. I remember my feeling of calm. Now you repeat. I say another sentence. I can remember this. Now you repeat. I walk slowly outside. Now you repeat. The air feels warm. Now you repeat. The wind is gentle. Now you repeat. I say one more sentence. I learn with calm energy. Now you repeat. I look up at the sky. Now you repeat. I feel relaxed. Now you repeat. I smile a little. Now you repeat. I return to my work with a fresh mind. Now you repeat. This is my afternoon practice. Now you repeat. It is short. Now you repeat. It is simple. Now you repeat. But it helps me remember English sentences. Now you repeat. Now, let's practice 10 new sentences related to memory, calmness, and daily learning. Speak them clearly. Shadow them slowly. New sentence 1. I review my sentences every day. Now you repeat. New sentence 2. I remember more than I think. Now you repeat. New sentence 3. I use English in small moments. Now you repeat. New sentence 4. I stay calm when I practice. Now you repeat. New sentence 5. I enjoy simple learning. Now you repeat. New sentence 6. I connect English to my life. Now you repeat. New sentence 7. Practice makes my brain stronger. Now you repeat. New sentence 8. I learn a little every day. Now you repeat. New sentence 9. I trust myself more and more. Now you repeat. New sentence 10. I give myself time to grow. Now you repeat. Great work. Take a breath. You have done a lot today. Now it's time for your reflection. Section 5. Reflection and self-practice. Now, my friend, you practiced many sentences. You listened, you shadowed, you repeated, you learned. Now I want you to think about your own life. Reflection helps memory. Reflection makes learning personal. Reflection makes sentences stick. Take your time, no rush, no pressure. I will ask you simple questions. You can answer softly. You can answer in your mind. You can answer out loud, or you can write your answers. In a notebook, all methods are good. Ready? Question 1. What time of day do you like learning English? Morning, afternoon, night? Question 2. Where do you feel calm when you practice English? In your room? At a desk? In a quiet corner? Question 3. Which sentence from today feels important to you? Say it again slowly. Question 4. How does your body feel when you speak English? Relaxed? A little nervous? Focused? Remember, all feelings are okay. Question 5. How can you use English in your real day? Talking to a friend, sending a message, writing a short note? Question 6. Which sentence will you practice tonight? Say it now. Question 7. What helps you remember better? Repeating, speaking out loud, writing, listening. Choose one, use it today. Now I want you to create your own small routine. Just 1 minute, just a simple plan. Complete these lines. In the morning, I will say your sentence. In the afternoon, I will practice your sentence. At night, I will review your sentence. Small routines make strong memories. Even one sentence every day helps you grow. You don't need many words. You only need consistency. You only need kindness toward yourself. You are doing great. You are learning. You are improving. And your English is becoming a part of your life. Section 6. Closing message. My friend, you reached the end of this episode. You listened slowly. You shadowed bravely. You practiced many sentences. You learned new techniques to remember English better. Let's review what you learned today. You learned that slow practice helps memory. Repeating with emotion helps memory. Speaking out loud helps memory. Connecting sentences to your life helps memory. You practiced more than 30 sentences. You heard 2 simple stories. You reflected on your own habits, and you created a small routine for your daily practice. This is real learning. This is deep learning. This is calm learning. And remember, you don't need to be perfect. You only need to continue. You only need to repeat. You only need to trust yourself. Every time you shadow, you grow. Every time you practice, you remember more. Every time you listen, you understand more. You are not just learning English. You are living in English dash dash. One sentence at a time. If you want to improve even more, you can listen to this episode again tomorrow or next week or whenever you need. A calm practice session. Thank you for learning with me today. Thank you for giving yourself this time, this care, this focus. I am proud of you, and I'm happy to guide you on your English journey. Take a deep breath, smile gently, and carry these sentences with you into your day. See you in the next episode. Keep going, keep growing, and keep speaking slowly, softly, and confidently.